All right, everyone. Thank you very much, and happy new month to everyone, no matter the country you reside, no matter where you are. We welcome you to this new month of July. And it's going to be a beautiful conversation here in our studio in Pretoria, South Africa, as we are waiting to connect with our guest all the way from Ethiopia. She will be joining us from Addis Ababa, and we're going to be having the conversation together. This is the new month, and we thank it to be the month of entrepreneur, where we're talking about the entrepreneur, and that is what the African Portal is all about. Every month we have a special topic that we discuss, and also we're going to connect to many people across the globe to discuss and also to share their story. You know, we are the storyteller, and we give Africa opportunity to tell their story, and that is exactly what is going to be happening right here, right now in our studio here. My name is Dare Oluson, Joshua Oludare Oluson, live from the Pretoria studio here in Waterkloof. And thank you for those of you that you are connected. If you want to call on this program, you can call +27 728 is the number to call. The entrepreneurship mindset is what will gaining momentum on this program this hour. What is the entrepreneurial mindset have to do with the generation of today, or with the situation or economy of today? This will be one of the things that we are going to be open our conversation with in this new month of July. And also, I believe that my guest, she's a journalist, and she's one of the great women of our time, doing well in her own right, and also one of the voice for the voiceless and the face for the faceless, all the way from Ethiopia, all the way from Addis Ababa in Ethiopia. So we just believing that she will connect with us very soon. I'm not too sure. I send the link. I'm not sure why you are not connecting via the link, but I can see you are here now. Let me allow you to greet people first, then we can see how you can connect via the link, because I'm expecting you to connect via the link so that we can be able to see your face. How are you this morning?
How are you? Good morning.
Thank you for connecting with us. I'm not sure why you are not connecting via the video link. I send you the link to connect with. Do you want to try that?
I just joined YouTube, but I couldn't,
No, not YouTube. There is a link. There is a link before YouTube, which say the first one, the StreamYard. Do you quickly want to click on that? Use the StreamYard to connect to the studio.
Okay.
All right, that will be better. All right. All right, everyone. Thank you very much. That's our guest all the way from Ethiopia. She will be connecting via our video link, and we are going to be having this conversation together. But in the meantime, let me use this time to welcome everyone to this new day. It's a brand new day. It's a new month, and it's month of July. In 4 days time, I will be celebrating my birthday in style. So I want everyone, friends, family, colleague, relative to be part of this celebration. Let's celebrate the good time together, and let's celebrate the God's goodness upon our life. So it's a brand new day. It's a great new day here in our studio in Pretoria, South Africa. And I thank every one of you that you are connecting with us. I really appreciate your time. I thank you because you are connecting to this program this hour. Thank you for the pleasure of your time. And I really appreciate every single one of you connecting to this broadcast this hour. It's a brand new month. This is the month of July, and I welcome every one of you to this brand new month of July. In the next 4 days, I will be celebrating my birthday in style, and I believe you're going to join me, family, friends, associates, colleagues. You will be joining me to celebrate my birthday in style. So I'm really looking forward to it, and it's going to be a great time on the African Portal Radio TV International. It's good morning from here, and happy new month to everyone. Today is Tuesday, 1st of July 2025, and this broadcast is coming to you live and direct from our studio here in Waterkloof in Pretoria, South Africa. And my guest is going to connect with us from Ethiopia, Addis Ababa, and she will be sharing a story as we are talking about the entrepreneurship mindset. This will be what will be gaining momentum on the African portal for this new month of July. And I want you to connect with us and let's do it together with you on board. We know we can do it. I sincerely appreciate every one of you. My guest is already in the studio that we're going to be doing the justice to this program together. And she's connecting all the way from Ethiopia. I'm so excited to see your beautiful face on the African Portal Radio. Good morning to you, Rose. And how are you this morning?
Good morning, Joshua. I'm really good this morning. How is South Africa? How's everything there?
Everything is good here. And how's everyone in Ethiopia? And how's everyone in Addis Ababa?
In Ethiopia, basically now we are in Legacy Week. We are planting trees. Our Prime Minister is launching this Green Legacy and this week, and people are really, doing their very best to make Ethiopia green and contributing for global environment, for the better environment of the globe. Yeah.
Wow, that's lovely. That's lovely. I'm so excited to have you on board and to connect with me in the studio. Do me a favor. Do you just want to clean your screen a bit? Just clean your screen, your screen.
What
Just clean
about
it a bit.
now?
So that, yeah, it's good. It's okay now. This is great.
Okay.
This is
All
beautiful.
right.
All right.
All
Okay. There is so much
right.
light
We
at the
can proceed
background,
now.
but this is perfect.
All right.
Okay. So if you
Okay,
can
now we
just
can
stay.
proceed.
Yeah, this is okay. All right, let me allow you to introduce yourself to the listeners at home. I just want people to know that you are here. But firstly, I want you to greet everyone in Ethiopia in your own language. Let them know that you are here in Ethiopia.
Okay, so hello everyone. Hello everyone from every part of the world, from Africa, from Ethiopia, and in Ethiopian and Jambo, like for those who are Swahili speakers, bonjour, salute for French speakers, francophones, and hello everyone. I'm happy I'm here. My name is Tsigerered Kelemework. I'm Ethiopian entrepreneur. Have been working in continental based projects founding recently for 5 years. The project's name is called Africa in Change AIC, and we are doing a lot of entrepreneurship related activities, giving training, creating awareness. We even had airtime on our national station TV, which will help us to address a lot of people from the country, also in the entire continent. So this is who I am in short, and mainly I educate, I train. Yeah, and
Wow.
thank you for
Rose,
having me.
Rose, thank you very much for that beautiful introduction. But let's quickly start this in a very cool tempo. Remember, today is the first day of the month of July. I know we are not using the same calendar. Ethiopia is using a different calendar. So what is today in the Ethiopia
Yes.
calendar?
Today is June 25 in Ethiopian calendar. We are having different calendar from the international community, actually, because Ethiopia has her own calendar, which is based on her own timing, which was established by, people who had expertise on this area, basically religious people who were, leading Ethiopia. So we are 8 years behind from the international calendar according to the year, and then the date is also sometimes eight. It's fluctuating based on the leap year and some months, but we are basically 8 days and around behind from the world.
All right. One good thing about Ethiopia is that it's the only country in Africa that's never been conquered. It's the only country in Africa that doesn't need any independence. So, and this is very
Truly.
significant because today, in the calendar of the world, today is the 1st of July, which is different to Ethiopia calendar. But let's
Mm-hmm.
quickly go to the topic of today, which we are talking
Yes.
about the entrepreneur. You, as a lady from Ethiopia, what is entrepreneur? What do you understand by this
Yeah.
word?
Actually, entrepreneurship is a very broad word. I can't explain it, in the whole package at this moment, but mainly we relate it with people who are coming with their own business idea and who are coming to solve the community problem. It can be local, global, international. It depends on the way that you're coming up to be the solution, but it is coming up with a new business idea and creativity so as you can, solve a problem around your community. So it's mainly starting up your own business or anything that you can use. It can be idea, product, it can be service. This is what we call entrepreneurship. Starting your own business. It can be small scale, it can be a corporate scale. It is all about starting business. Yeah.
Oh, good, good. Okay, let's put Africa in the context now. Let's look at Africa as a continent. Let's look at the African youth of today. A lot of people believe that
Mhm.
African educational system doesn't allow people to become an entrepreneurship because a lot of people want to go to university, having certificates, coming out of the university and start working for government. Nobody wants to create something new. What do you think we can
Mhm.
do to address this in Africa, in the African context?
Africa is the largest populated continent. We know that it is like we have a lot of manpower that can be productive if we manage them properly. Mainly, this thing leads to things as to me. The first thing is the leadership. Leaders should have, this open space, and policymakers should make a very good policy facilitating for entrepreneurs who are going to start their own business, their own innovative ideas. So, as to me, the first thing is leadership should roll the biggest role. It can be, leadership content to me. We have a new commissioner, which is elected in February 2025. So we also have national leaders, regional leaders like IGAD in East Africa, AU in general, continentally, and we have UN internationally. So policymakers should make this uh, fertile ground for youth entrepreneurs to start their new ideas to make it implemented on the ground. So as to me, the policymakers have their own role, and the other one is the youth should start to do their own ideas, to implement them, no matter what. Becoming an entrepreneur is a very tough thing because you might fall again and again. You might be discouraged by a lot of, bureaucracies and stuff again and again. So these things might make you to be very tired, but as for me, it's better to be consistent and to be diligent so as you can keep moving. Failure is one of the way of the journey in entrepreneurship. So the youth shouldn't have to give up early. So the problem is giving up early. You don't have to give up early. We should have to do our best till we become successful. So as for me, leadership plays a great role. At the same time, the youth should strive, being consistent and diligent. Yeah.
One thing that stands out for me from your explanation right now is that the African have the largest number of the youth, and also we are
Mhm.
the largest population in the world. So, is
Yes.
this going to be another value for us? Look at the country like China. You will see that like China is more productive. And do we
Mhm.
also need to capitalize on our population to build something or follow the footstep of China to have this kind of mindset of the entrepreneur in Africa? Is this what we need in Africa?
Yes, as for me, it is possible because, if you are using the manpower, basically that's a very good capital because we need people who are coming up with innovative ideas, who are coming up with a lot of resources. So basically, if we use this large population, we are not only large population, we are the youth. Like the majority, 70% of the African population is the youth. And the youth is coming up with energy, fresh uh, idea and a lot of resources. So they use by itself as a resource for the continent. So we can use them as an asset, as a big capital for the continent to become creative, use them for productive purposes. So for me, like China uses the population to be world's most influential country. So Africa can do the same by making actually a lot of new policies, ratifying. We have actually a lot of policies, but making them implemented because we need like one passport in Africa. We need FCFTA to be implemented totally so as we can have free trade everywhere. We need to have, this intra-border and intra-border businesses. We might have fintechs which can be available in every part of the continent, and we should have currency issues. We should have language issues. We should have to solve language issues, currency issues, so as we can use this high population to be more productive, creative, and make the continent much better because we have those resources. We have natural resources. We have, a big land which is not really exploited so far. So actually, using these things can make the continent much better.
Wow, wow. All right. Thank you very much for that session. But before we continue, let me just quickly take my audience back to Ethiopia. I have a video here a song here that I would like to play just to entertain our followers at home for them to see and hear the beautiful song that I have for them all the way from Ethiopia. Let's enjoy that and stay on the line. We're coming back.
Okay. Because okay. Thank you.
All right, everyone, that is coming to you all the way from Ethiopia, and I have my guest in the house. Rose is in the house. Rose, let's quickly talk about yourself. Let's talk about your journey. Let's talk about your own personal history. What is journey like? What the people needs to know about you, especially being a journalist. Tell us more about yourself.
Okay, so thank you. Being a journalist is started like it's my dream from childhood. So I started to follow my passion, and then actually my first degree was education. I used to work as educator. Still now I'm educating people in different colleges and high schools. And after I start, after I got my first degree from Addis Ababa University, I start to do some education related work in different organizations. And then I started to learn journalism. Basically, I start my journalism career before I took the certificate. I became certified journalist. I started the job previously. So before 5 years, I joined our national station. I come up with this program, which is called Africa in Change, which is mainly focused on youth entrepreneurs and leaders. And they were so happy. I remember the way they received me was really, really overwhelming. I was so happy that they accepted the idea, which is working on African youth entrepreneurs and leaders, especially empowering women leaders in Africa. So after they received me, I took like time from the evening in the national station, and I started to produce a 1 hour magazine program, which is focusing on different issues. of the continent, mainly promoting entrepreneurs from all over the continent. So this is how I started the journalism journey, and then during this time, in these 5 years, I have the opportunity to meet a lot of leaders, continentally, locally. I have interviewed like a lot of people who are potentially leaders, entrepreneurs, and influential. So for me, even though 5 years is very short, I believe I have tried to do a lot of impact on the community of Africa.
Wow, wow. I love that. For the last 5 years, you have been one of the great voice in Ethiopia, and your achievements as a journalist is one of the result of what we are having right now. Having you on board all the way from South Africa, connecting with you in Ethiopia, and giving us the update of what is going on in Ethiopia is one of the great things. Okay, let's look at the you as a journalist. What are the challenges that is facing the journalist in Ethiopia?
As an African, there are a lot of challenges when you become a journalist. We have a lot of things to do on freedom of speech, being so professional, getting the right skill from, which is making you competent, internationally, globally. But as for me, we also have the opportunity to do a lot of things in the continent. So for me, I can see the opportunity and the challenge. So mainly, if you're asking me the challenges are, some of my programs were blaming the government, just highlighting things which are supposed to be improved by, the higher officials in the country, in the continent. So those things, the editorial team was always telling me that these things offensive might not be, good for the whatever the system of the government itself. But as to me, a journalist is there to just be the public reflection or the mouth of the public. So I'm not really against the government all the time, but I also have to just highlight the limitations and pillars of the government in Africa. So that was one of the challenges. And the other one, people are not willing to give you the right information whenever people are having concerns. They used to have a lot of questions. The headquarters in AU of the AU is here in Addis, but people might, officials in the AU might not be willing to give you, the right direction, the right information about the youth because mostly the organs in AU are also responsible for the use of Africa, and we might challenge them. Why aren't you doing this and that? One of the things is silencing the gun was planned in 2020, but it was not implemented. A lot of guns are shouting in Africa still. So we want to challenge them. Why? Why are you failed to implement these plans that you have planned so far? So these things might not be, addressed by the officials properly, but some officials are still positive. They are working with us. They are really doing their best to make these plans to be implemented. Like we have a lot of big plans ahead, like Agenda 2063. We need a lot of things to do before 2063 because we are on 25 now. So these things need, kind of monitoring. A journalist should be there and ask them, you plan this and this on this side. What did you do so far? The youth expect this and that. A lot of young people are migrating from Africa to different parts of the world and they're going through, a terrible journey, I can see, while they have motherland, while they have a fertile soil, while they have a lot of things here. So we should start challenging them. The leaders are responsible mainly, and the youth also have to take their part. So this was one of the challenges, yeah.
No, I like the point you raised. I mean, there is 2 points that you just raised now that I want us to also discuss. Look at the silencing the gun in Africa. Do you see us achieving that with the parameter of time giving ourselves? Also, seeing the African youth getting out of Africa, migrating to other parts of the world because they were looking for a greener pasture. These are the challenges facing the Africa currently. What can we do to reduce this? And silencing the gun. Do you see African achieving this?
Actually, they are so responsible bodies here. The first one is the government itself. Everyone who's leading the country, the region, the continent should be responsible. They have to at least come up with press release that says these countries are facing a war. This number of youth are died. So this country and this country should stop the war. Especially AU should start acting these kind of things because this silencing the gun was planned by AU. So actually, these plans should be implemented by the officials properly, and there should be check and balance. Whenever you felt to do something, you should have to stop and ask, why do I fail? The first thing is that, and the other one, the youth. Why do you come up with gun and fight? You should have to know why. All Africans are my brother. To the extent all the globe is my brother. We are coming from one race. We know that. So we should have to think, why am I fighting for? you know, many people are highlighting that people don't know why they are fighting, while the other people who are training the youth knows the aim that they are fighting for. So the youth, they are just, victims. They don't know why even they are having the gun on their hand. So I'm having a message for the youth to just stop the gun, stop fighting, stop, killing their brothers. They should have to use this energy for, some other productive stuff like creating jobs, being innovative. There are a lot of tech stuff that we have to explore because now we are on AI and robot time. So my suggestion is the youth should stop fighting and the government should start changing the way they are implementing the policies in their plans.
Wow, wow. And that is going to all the African leaders that we need to work towards this to make sure that we start letting the gun. Why do we need to bring gun? Why there must be war? We can do something better. Instead of going to war, we can be productive. We can create a better life for the incoming generation. I like that aspect that you talking about, and I really, really appreciate it. Look at you personally as a journalist. Which projects or which story have you covered that have gone viral that is also so unique? Do you have any story that you have covered that is so unique that you can share with us here?
Actually, as I told you, my stories are focused on entrepreneurship and leadership mainly. And most, influential programs that we had is like we were inviting startups like coming from, neighbor countries. This is a home for everyone internationally and continentally. So we invite one of the youngest entrepreneurs who started from scratch, I can say from zero, and who failed again and again, and who become best entrepreneur. And I also can see his development skills. He's branching out more and more nowadays. So that was one of the most prominent program that we did. And the other one is the gender one. There are gender issues globally, nationally, and we believe that women have every capacity to lead the country, the continent, and the whole, governing system in the globe. So most people are denying that, while she's having the energy, the capacity, the what is called the educational preparedness, while she's capable of being all these leadership positions, her ability is denied because she's a woman. Women are expected to do the home stuff and, doing the stuff that are not really in a higher position. So they are claiming we are advocating women's leadership. Women are really good when they lead. So these programs were very prominent from, the ones that I remember that we did a lot actually.
All right. Thank you very much. And I thank you for being one of the great women doing well, especially talking about the entrepreneurship, gender based, and also making sure there is equality within the community and the society. Africa needs that, and we need to expand on this. All right. Before we call it a day out of this program, I just want you to quickly do me a favor. Can you take us around Ethiopia, especially the Addis Ababa where you are right now? Can you tell us one of the exciting things that is happening in Ethiopia today, and one of the great things that used to happen in Ethiopia? Take us around the city of Addis Ababa. What is going on in Addis Ababa today?
Today, as I told you this week, we are really focusing on planting trees. Addis Ababa is getting more green and green. When you talk about entrepreneurship, one of the entrepreneurship type is green entrepreneurship, so making environmentally friendly or eco-friendly businesses. So Addis is, doing a lot of cleaning, making corridors, roads which are really attractive and, very clean. So we are on the verge of making the city really new and planting trees and welcoming a lot of tourists because we have a lot of places in Addis, parks in Addis, which can be visited even when you are transiting by Ethiopian Airlines. You can take like 6, 7 hours to visit Addis. So we welcome everyone who's passing by Addis because our airlines, Ethiopian Airlines, is the most prominent African airline. So they can visit Addis, they can see how the city is really growing fast. So this is what I want to say.
All right. With that, when next I'm traveling out of Africa, possibly traveling to Nigeria, I will pass by Addis Ababa to make sure I say hello and to also to see the beautiful city. I've been in Ethiopia several times. I've been in Addis Ababa. So, a beautiful city, beautiful country, especially your aviation system is one of the best in Africa. You guys are doing well. I'm encouraging the youth to also take the lead because it is your time now. Don't think that you are the leader of tomorrow. You are actually the leader of today. So lead from today. Don't waste it tomorrow. So Rose, let's talk about what is keeping you going. What is putting a smile on your face? And where do you derive this energy to become a journalist and also to continue doing the great work you are doing in your community?
Actually, the energy, the source of all the energy is God. I'm a believer of Jesus Christ. I'm baptized Christian. So actually, everyone should have to have, a religion mainly who's following the God's way. So actually, the source of all energy is God, and the energy that comes from, God is given to everyone. We have 24 hours, we have sunlight, we have all this energy, air, and everything that are really mandatory to every one of us. So I am, I'm here this time because I'm very important to my continent, my country, my family, and myself. So I have to do every best that I can do for my country, for myself, for my beautiful continent so I don't regret at the end of the day. So energy should be used, not being, stored. So I encourage every young African to explore and to do their best for their own motherland from migrating with a lot of skills and stuff. So let's invest our energy for our motherland. That's my mission.
Wow, wow, I love that. So everyone listening to us, you need to do more for your fatherland before you start running away to other people's continents. Let's build this great continent, Africa first. Let's invest on Africa. The African portal, one of the things we put upon ourselves is that we tell African story. We believe in Africa. Africa is our business, and this is what we do on a daily basis. And we believe that together we can do it. The unity of Africa is what we are calling for. When we unite, we can do more within ourselves. Look at what technology is doing for us now. You are in Ethiopia, I'm in South Africa, Nigeria living in South Africa. We can connect together and have this broadcast together and also advise somebody out there and celebrating the great work that you are doing in your country. And that is one of the great things that is happening to us. So where do you see yourself in the next 5 years as a journalist? Where do you see yourself?
Actually, as I told you, my career basically was education, and still I'm an educator. So one of the things that I'm planning in this coming 5 years is
Sorry.
sorry.
We need some water. Let's have a break. Let's have a break. Just get some water. Let's have a break. We're coming back. All right, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us. We are still here. We are having a good time with Rose all the way from Addis Ababa in Ethiopia, and we are having the conversation. But there is something she said that is very significant. She mentioned two things that I want us to pay a close attention to. She talked about the silencing the gun in Africa, which is very paramount, and we are calling on African leaders. Let's work on this project. Let's silence the gun in Africa. We don't need war in Africa. We need the unity of Africa. We don't need xenophobic in Africa. We need to come together to build this great continent, to be one of the leading productive continent of the world. That is one of the things gaining momentum. Also, she mentioned about the youth migrating out of Africa to other parts of the world. This is by design. There is no reason any African citizen needs to run anywhere with all the mineral resources and all the things we have in Africa. So we are calling on African leaders. Let's get it right. Let's build this great continent for our children, and that will be the great thing that we're going to do for the incoming generation. Rose is still here with me in the studio. Sorry about that, Rose, and you welcome back. Are you okay now?
Yeah, 100%.
All right, good. Thank you very much.
So
All
you
right.
were asking
You,
about my next 5-year plan, right?
yes.
Yeah, as I told you, I used to be educator and I'm still educator. So my plan, even as a journalist, is to do more of empowerment, entrepreneurship empowerment, leadership empowerment on a youth and on women. So maybe in the coming 5 years, I want to do more advocacy in implementing continental laws based mainly basing on, as I told you, silencing the gun. One Passport Africa was one of the plans on 2018. So I want to really advocate and challenge the leaders to implement these things. So the other thing is Agenda 2063. This is most lovely agenda. If you are passing, if you go through it, it is really promising. So we should start doing it today. 2063 comes over, a year. So if you don't do every plan piece by piece, then, you will do nothing and 2063 will come. So I also want to advocate this Agenda 63 to be implemented phase by phase so as fulfill the Africa we want. So advocacy is one of the biggest plan that I want to achieve. So maybe in the coming 5 years we might have one passport. We might have free trade area, so we can travel in every part of the continent and we can do business. So this is what I want to see. Yeah.
Wow, interesting. I'm actually also key into that because I want the free trade to be signed so that Africa we can be able to travel within ourselves. So I can wake up early morning and just just take a flight and come to Ethiopia. And they must make the flight cheaper. They mustn't make it so expensive because flying, to move around within Africa is so expensive. We must also look into that. But I like your vision and I like your dream to make sure that you work for the community, advocacy for one Africa, advocacy for silencing the gun, and also advocacy for the inequality in Africa. And these are the things that he is looking forward to in the next 5 years. All right, before I'm out of your way, I just want you to quickly advise some youth out there. What is your advice to the youth?
Actually, the thing that we have to do, our great father Nelson Mandela was saying education is the most powerful weapon that we can change the community, the continent. So we should educate every one in Africa, including the adults. Education and getting information, creating awarenesses are the most critical jobs that we should do. We should be educated, not being informed, educated, getting the deep knowledge about something. Maybe it can be endemic knowledge, it can be international knowledge, it can be faith-based knowledge, but we should have a community which is educated. So the first thing that I want to advise everyone, mainly the youth, is to be educated. Know something, know deep about something that they want to do. So knowledge is a very powerful weekend. So that's what I want to say. Yeah.
Wow, wow. And I agree with you because one of the freedom fighter and one of the leader of South Africa, Mr. Mandela, we will be celebrating his day in the next
Yeah.
few days. He also born in July. One of the things to say is that education is the weapon to bring solution to poverty in Africa. So let's give everybody education, free education for all, and also knowledge is power. So knowledge is very important as well. So look for it. The Bible says, take, look for it. If you see where it is, buy it. So knowledge is very important. That's one of the things that we are doing on the African portal to sensitize our community, to open the people's eyes, and also to tell you that you can also become an employer. You don't need to be looking for a job. Be free. Do it for yourself. Be the change that you are looking for in others. And let's make this great continent a better place to stay. As we are entering into the month of July, where we'll be celebrating Mandela Day, and also July 4th is my birthday, and also it's also a great month. So I'm advising somebody out there, look for knowledge, and that is the great you will do for yourself. Education is the power to liberate anybody. So let's give education for a free education for all. Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate your time coming out. And I believe that if I call on you again, you will love to be here.
Yes.
All right. There will be a lot of partnership that we are going to be doing together. I will make sure that I come to Ethiopia. We work on the community project and also moving around the Africa to make sure that we make Africa a better place. That's one of the things that we are going to do together. We are going to collaborate. We are going to bring solutions to some of the problem in Africa. We are going to work together as a team to also achieve the greatness in Africa. So I'm looking forward to visit you in Ethiopia one of these days so that we can have one of the community projects in Ethiopia, and also we can also transfer that to other parts of Africa. All right, Rose, as we are stepping out of this program, I just want to tell you that thank you for coming out to be part of African Portal today. I really appreciate your time, and I thank you for giving us opportunity to host you in high as a journalist and also as one of the great women of our community in Africa. One Africa, and we believe that we can do it. One thing I used to tell people is that eat Africa, speak Africa, and wear Africa. That will be one of the ways to grow the African economy. When you can speak Africa, we keep our language alive. When you can wear Africa, we keep our fabric, our own products, we keep it alive. And when you can eat Africa, we keep our products. That is, we produce what we eat. Imagine Africa is we are buying toothpicks from somewhere else. That is not good. So we must eat what we are making in Africa. Believe in Africa. Let's do it together. Unity of Africa is paramount. And I celebrate you and I say thank you for coming. Times such as this, it's time to look at you in the face and say, well done for the great work you are doing in Ethiopia and across Africa. Keep it up. The sky is the starting point. Thank you very much for coming and God bless you.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye. Thank you so much. Bye, Rose. Thank you so much. All right. Okay, everyone, that is Rose there. Thank you, Rose, for coming out to be part of the African Portal broadcast this morning. I'm so excited that we're starting the new month in high tempo, the month of July. We're going to be celebrating Mandela's Day in this month, and at the same time, Wole Soyinka is born in this month as well. We have a lot of great people born in the month of July. I'm born in the month of July as well. So it's going to be a celebration. I just want to use this time to welcome everyone to the month of July. May this month be the best month of your life. And we are going to the second quarter of the year 2025. If you have been failing from January, you are stepping to a new era of achievement and of greatness. And I believe that is going to be a great month for every single one of us. Happy new month from me to you. Thank you for joining us. In the next 4 days, we are going to be celebrating my birthday in style. So join us. Let's do it together. I call on friends, colleagues, associates. Let's celebrate this great day together. And it's going to be American Independence Day. Actually, we are not concerned about that. We're concerned about ourselves, about Africa, about who we are, about the development of Africa, the achievement that we need to see in Africa, the greatness that we need to see in Africa, the breakthrough that we need to see in Africa. Africa to the world, the entrepreneurship in Africa is what is going to be gaining momentum on our program this month by the grace of God. And we'll be talking about it. We have a lot of people that will be connecting with us tomorrow. Joy Fundisiwe, all the way from England, South African born, based in England. She will be on the African Portal, one of the Miss World of Africa. She will be coming tomorrow, and she's going to be part of this beautiful conversation tomorrow. Look forward to it, and I will see you tomorrow. From now till the 4th of July, I'll be coming in every day to have a good time with you and to celebrate this great month, July, together. I thank you for connecting with us, and I really appreciate every single one of you connecting with us. Thank you for the pleasure of your time. And to Rose, thank you very much for coming out. Rose, I really appreciate your time on the African Portal. Rose is a journalist, and also she's one of the community builder in Ethiopia. And I believe that in times to come, we are going to be having time to spend together with Rose in Ethiopia. We're going to be doing some community work in Ethiopia, and we're going to work together as a team to bring Africa back to its originality. That would be one of the great assignments that we are looking forward to. And Rose already let us know that in the next 5 years, our agenda is to make sure that we achieve the aim that we want to silence the gun in Africa. This will be one of the great achievements for us as great continent Africa. Let's silence the gun. Let's stop moving out of this continent. Let's believe in this great continent Africa. God bless Africa. God bless the African Portal. Before I pause for today and say that I'll meet you again tomorrow, let me just give you some of the beautiful songs to enjoy your morning. Here in South Africa, it's morning time. In some part of the world, they are still in the mid of the night, and some parts they are still in the afternoon. But here in South Africa, it's 10:49 here in South Africa. So please, let's enjoy this before we say goodbye. All right, everyone. Thank you very, very much. This is where we're going to be drawing the curtain. Please join us tomorrow. It's going to be a great time tomorrow as we're going to be putting Fundisiwe all the way from England on the spotlight on the African Portal Radio TV International. Joy Fundisiwe on the African Portal. Fundisiwe Delamini. She will be live on the African Portal tomorrow morning by the grace of God. Tomorrow afternoon, anyway, it's going to be 3 p.m. England time and 3 p.m. Nigerian time, and it's going to be 4 p.m. South African time. So let's meet Fundisiwe Delamini on the African Portal. Tomorrow is going to be a beautiful, lovely conversation. I'm going to enjoy it. Thanks to Rose all the way from Ethiopia that connect with us this morning to open our new show for the month of July. And I really appreciate every one of you that you connect and watching it later. Please share, like, let it go viral. It's available on our YouTube, also on our Facebook, and also on our TikTok, and also other social media handles. So please share it, let it go viral. I thank you all for coming out to be part of this great time. Once again, happy new month to you all. Enjoy the month of July, and it's going to be a great month for every single one of us. I remain yours, Dare Oluso. God bless you. Some people call me Joshua Oluso. It doesn't matter. Just call me anyone you like, and I really appreciate it. God bless you. Have a beautiful July and enjoy the rest of the day. It's goodbye from here. God bless every single one of you. Thank you and bye for now. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. Goodbye to everyone. This is where we're going to be drawing the curtain. Till we meet again. God bless you. Baby.